Morning all. All right, so 8 games tonight in the National Hockey League. We've got 6 of them starting at 4 o'clock Pacific, 7 o'clock Eastern. The 7th game starts a half an hour later, and then we've got the one later start in Vegas. So let's start things off with 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Calgary Flames and the Boston Bruins. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again in Calgary on February the 22nd. So for Calgary, they're 22, 22, and 5, and over the last month, their record has been 5 and 6. Kadri, their leading scorer over the last month as well, in 11 games, 5 goals, 7 assists, 12 points. Michael Backlund, their captain during that time, 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points in 11 games. And the much talked about Chris Tanev, who at this point is still a Calgary Flame, who knows for how much longer. 2 assists in 11 games for Tanev. On the Boston side, they're 31-9-9. Over the last month, they're 8-1-3. Pastrnak, their leading scorer, because of course he is, in 12 games, 10 goals, 9 assists, 19 points. Brad Marchand, 12 games over the last month as well, 9 goals, 3 assists, 12 points. And McAvoy, whose plus-minus has been ridiculous, I believe a plus 10 over the last month. 12 games, 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points for Charlie McAvoy. So let me know who you think wins that game. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Dallas and Buffalo. This is the first of 2 meetings as well. They'll meet again April the 9th. For Dallas, they're 30, 13, and 6 overall. They're 8, 3, and 1 over the last month. Rope Hintz, their leading scorer over that time, 7 goals, 7 assists for 14 points in 12 games. Jamie Benn, just the 1 goal with 4 assists, 5 points in 12 games. But Thomas Harley's really come into his own, 3 goals, 9 assists, 12 points, so he's a point-per-game player over the last month. Buffalo, 22, 23, and 4 overall. They're 6 and 4 in their last 10 games over the last month. Cousins, their leading scorer over the last month in 9 games, 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points. Peterka, their best goal scorer, with 6 goals, 2 assists, 8 points in 10 games. Owen Power, just the 2 assists in 10 games. It'll be interesting to see after the All-Star break if Buffalo can start clawing some wins together and getting back into the race, or if this is really and truly done. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, the Vancouver Canucks and Carolina Hurricanes meet. So, Boston, Dallas, Vancouver. I'll be watching all 3 of them at the same time. So, Vancouver won this first matchup 4-3 on December the 9th. Now they're in Carolina. The Canucks 33, 11, and 5 overall over the last month, 9-0-2. Pettersson, 11 games, 12 goals, 7 assists, 19 points to be their best scorer over the last calendar month. Brock Besser, 11 games, 6 goals, 7 assists, 13 points. He's doing quite well for himself this season. Quinn Hughes on the blue line, 11 games, 2 goals, 14 assists, 16 points. Quinn Hughes, one of the best defensemen in the game. Carolina, 28, 15, and 5 overall. They're 7, 2, and 1 over the last month. Jarvis and Aho, both of them, leading them in scoring, 2 goals, 9 assists, 11 points in 10 games for each player. Bunting, 10 games, 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points. Could probably use a goal or 2 more there. And Brent Burns, 10 games, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. He's still going. I get the feeling that the move to Carolina might have added some years to Burns' career. All right, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Philadelphia and the Florida Panthers. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again March the 7th as well as March the 24th. Philadelphia 25, 19, and 6. They really needed the break. They were 6 and 6 over the last month. Farabee, 12 games, 5 goals, 6 assists, 11 points. Their leading scorer over the last calendar month. Konechny, 12 games, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. So his scoring has slowed down. Sean Walker's been solid on the blue line for them. 1 goal, 4 assists, 5 points in 12 games. On the Florida side, they're 31, 14, and 4. I'm taking them in tonight's game. 7, 2, and 2 over the last month. Matthew Tkachuk, their leading scorer, not a surprise here, in 11 games, 9 goals, 11 assists, 20 points. Carter Verhaeghe's been excellent lately as well. 4 goals, 10 assists for 14 points in 11 games for him. And Gustav Forsling, sporting a plus 10 over the 10 games he's played in the last month. 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. Very well done by Gustav Forsling. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Winnipeg Jets and the Pittsburgh Penguins. This is the first of 2 meetings. They'll meet again on February the 10th, so later this week. For the Winnipeg Jets, they're 30, 12, and 5 overall. They're 6, 3, and 1 over the last month. Nick Ehlers, their leading scorer over that time, 10 games, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. Mark Scheifele does return to the lineup tonight. He's played 4 games in the last month, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points. They need him. And also, we'll see where Monahan slides into the lineup. Morrissey, 10 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. Excellent season for him yet again. On the Pittsburgh side, they're 22-17-7 over the last month. 3-3-3. Crosby, 9 games, 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points is their leading scorer. Gensel, 9 games, 4 goals, 2 assists, 6 points. And of course, all this discussion of whether or not Gensel's going to end up being traded. I would think the Canucks might be out of the market for Gensel since they just acquired Lindholm. We'll see. Karlsson, 9 games, 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points for Karlsson. He has been a minus over that time as well. So, yeah, we'll see what Pittsburgh does. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between Montreal and Washington. This is the second of 3 meetings on October 21st. Montreal won this matchup 3-2 in overtime. The third and final meeting will be on February the 17th. For Montreal, they're 20-21-8 overall. They're 4-4-3 over the last month. Caulfield's their leading scorer over that time period. 11 games, 6 goals, 6 assists, 12 points. Brendan Gallagher, 10 games, 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points for him. Matheson, their top defenseman, 11 games, 1 goal, 6 assists, 7 points. They're playing him a lot. On the Washington side, they're 22-18-7 over the last month. They've had a rougher time of it, 4-6-1 record. Strome, 11 games, 6 goals, 3 assists, 9 points. Their top scorer over that period. Ovechkin, is this the time? Is it now? 8 games, 1 goal, 6 assists, 7 points. Will we start seeing those goals start going in for him? Karlsson, 11 games, 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points. So Karlsson continuing to put up really good points at this stage in his career from the blue line. And then at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, we've got the Colorado Avalanche. We've got the New Jersey Devils. Colorado won this first meeting November the 7th by a score of 6-3. Colorado 32-14-4. They're 7-3-1 over the last month. They're coming off of an overtime loss last night against the Rangers. McKinnon's their leading scorer over the last month because who else would be? 11 games, 10 goals, 11 assists, 21 points. Colton, 11 games, 2 goals, 7 assists, 9 points. Has been very solid lately. And Makar on the blue line, 11 games, 4 goals, 10 assists, 14 points. Cale Makar, one of the absolute best, if not the best. On the New Jersey front, 24-20-3 is their record. They're 4-6-1 over the last month, so they needed the break as well. We'll see if they can get things turned around. Would definitely help getting Jack Hughes back, which is not happening tonight, but it should be soon. So Hischier, now that I've said it, now magically he'll be back. Hischier, their leading scorer over the last month, 11 games, 3 goals, 5 assists, 8 points. Jesper Bratt, fresh off the All-Star Game appearance, 11 games, 5 goals, 2 assists, 7 points for him. Nemitz, 11 games, 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points. Nemitz playing pretty well on that blue line. And so we'll see between Nemitz and Luke Hughes who ends up getting more Calder consideration. 10 Eastern, 7 Pacific. So I'm basically thinking that there's 2 boards for these games, and then this kind of needs a board of its own because it's an important game. Vegas is at home against Edmonton. This will have my undivided attention for most of its runtime. And Edmonton won the first matchup 5-4 in a shootout on November 28th, so might be a lot of fireworks tonight. The final matchup between these teams is on April the 10th. Edmonton's 29-15-1 overall. They've won 16 games in a row. They've won 10 of those games in the last calendar month. Draisaitl, their leading scorer, 10 games, 5 goals, 10 assists, 15 points over the last month. Zach Hyman, you know what you're getting with Hyman, lots of goals. 10 games, 8 goals, 2 assists, 10 points. And on the blue line, Evan Bouchard, 10 games, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. On the Vegas front, they're 29-15-6 over the last month. They're 7-3-1. Marchessault, their leading scorer over that time. 8 goals, 5 assists, 13 points for him. Nick Roy, 4 goals, 9 assists, 13 points over the last 11 games. It's nice to see him getting points. He's definitely worked for him. And Pietrangelo on the blue line, he had been stuck, not getting any points for a while there. He's been getting them lately. 11 games, 1 goal, 6 assists, 7 points. So, let me know your winners in the comment section below as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event that you have not done so already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.